Okay, I'm going to say 3 words. Black, negro, Aswad. They are 3 words from 3 different languages that refer to a color. The color known in English as black. It's the color black, or the term black, synonymous with negativity, with something evil, something bad? Or is that just the misconception, the stereotype, the image, the understanding that a lot of people have towards that particular color? If you were a person of a dark complexion, and if I was to refer to you as being black, am I being disrespectful to you? This is what I want to address in respect to football and where we are with racism within football and the incidents that took place yesterday. Not over the past 100 odd years in football, in the past 500 odd years generally. I just want to talk about what happened on the football pitch in various parts of Europe yesterday. Okay, so before I get into talking about what happened yesterday and my point of view in respect to what happened yesterday, I want to give you an insight to who I am and where I'm from, so you know where I'm coming from in respect to my point of view. I'm a 2nd generation Brit. As I was growing up, I faced a lot of racism because my roots, my family, my parents, they come from the Middle East. Therefore, I was seen as a foreigner, even though I'm a 2nd generation Brit. So I grew up facing racism. So I know what racism feels like. I know how racism impacts you mentally, socially, and generally. So that is the position that I have, and this is where I'm talking to you from. Now, what happened yesterday? I'm going to talk about 3 incidents that happened yesterday. Millwall decided not to take a knee in their match with QPR because they didn't want to face the bad media, the bad publicity that came along with the last time they took a knee and their fans booing. They didn't want to have that happen again. So they decided not to do it at all. They scrapped it. How did QPR react? QPR decided to take a knee and put their fist up when they scored a goal. Respect. Krasnodar played Chelsea, the UEFA Champions League, last match of the group stage. 3 of their players decided not to take a knee in the beginning of the match. This is the match here at Stamford Bridge. The match over there in Russia, only 4 of their team took a knee before the match. Now, under the UEFA guidelines and regulations, you are not required, you are not asked to take a knee before the match. And if you decide not to, it's fine. No action to be taken. It's fine. Now, the third situation was PSG in their match with Basaksehir. There was an incident, and the 4th official was indicating to the referee an individual that was sitting on the Basaksehir bench. The referee asked him, "Who is it? Which one is it?" And he said to him, "That black guy." Now, Demba Ba kicked a fuss about it. Saying, if you are indicating someone you should indicate them by saying that guy. If he was white, you wouldn't say that white guy. Because he's black, you say that black guy. Now that match is postponed and it should be played later on today. Now these are 3 scenarios and 3 situations that just happened. Now, can you see the problem with these situations? Because each one of those situations that I've just mentioned has 2 sides to the story. The Romanian referee would just say, I'm just referring to the guy, I'm just trying to distinguish him from the rest of the guys. And that's why I refer to his color. And maybe in their culture, using that term is not a problem. And you know what, lads? That could be the case because I am familiar with cultures. In my culture, we use the word Esmarani. Esmarani refers to a person of a dark complexion, but it is not used to degrade or as a derogatory term. It is a term of endearment. It's not a term that is used in any shape or form to bring that person down. We are referring to him as being a person of dark skin, but it's not something that is used to disrespect a person. That's in my culture. We can call him the Ishgal, which means the person of a blonde complexion, of a white complexion. In the Middle Eastern culture, it's not really used to be a form of disrespect. Now, I don't know about the Romanian culture, but it could have been similar to that. But what I'm trying to say is every story has 2 sides. Every story has 2 sides. But one thing we do need to understand. When we say Black Lives Matter, are we referring to the political movement? Are we referring to an organization? No, we're not. We're referring to people of that skin tone who are being persecuted, who are being mistreated, who are being discriminated against. And we are saying their lives matter. They should not be treated in that way. Personally, I don't care about any political movement. Personally, I am not advocating for no political organization, social organization, any movement of any type or any nature, because it doesn't matter to me. What does matter to me is people like me, people like my friends, people who I know, who are in the minority. They should be given the same opportunity to live their life peacefully, normally, without being harassed just because they have a different complexion on their face. Just because their name is not of a set language. Lads, we are all part of one race. All of us. We are part of the human race. I don't care what color skin a person has, they should not be treated differently or disrespected because of that. I will disrespect you if you step out of line, if you do something bad, if you do something wrong, and you deserve to be handled in a more assertive manner. I will do that based on your actions, based on what you've done, not based on the color of your skin or the language that your name is written in. I don't care about that. And you see, that is the problem we have in football today. That is what we need to address. Taking a knee, using the same style, the same system that people in America adopted and bringing it over here. Now, me personally, I don't believe we should be taking a knee at the start of every football match. Not because I don't think Black Lives Matter. On the contrary, I do believe and I do think. In fact, no, I know Black Lives Matter. It's not a belief, it's a fact. That being said, I don't think we should politicize the sentiment by taking a knee. Taking a knee is not the way to fix the issue. Taking a knee is like you sugarcoating the issue. What we need to do is we need to educate. We need to address the roots of the problem. And when people show disrespect, and when people step out of line, it needs to be dealt with, and punishment needs to be handed out. Millwall Football Club, the fact that they booed the sentiment, it shows the lack of respect that they have for a sentiment that is used to raise awareness against racism. They disrespected that and they're booed. Now, whether or not you agree with the sentiment, that's their action. And that needs to be addressed. That needs to be dealt with. Because if the FA addresses it and deals with it, is it going to happen again? And if it does happen again, repercussions take place. You will slowly but surely see that being dealt with. And we've come a long way. We've come a long way. When I was a little kid, I couldn't go to football matches. I couldn't because of the racism. I could not go to a football match. Now I can go. I can go and I can take my kids. They can go and watch the football matches with me. But before I couldn't. So we've come a long way. We've come a long way. And I know, and I've heard some of the other YouTubers of the minority groups express similar situations. Burton Bowlers, Max, he's talked about this in the past. About, him and his brother wanting to attend, but were afraid to do so at Chelsea, at Stamford Bridge. But now things have changed. So the point I'm trying to make here is we need to address the root causes of racism rather than sugarcoat it. This taking a knee business, if it was done in conjunction with proper action, proper solutions, I'd be up for it. But right now, just doing that and leaving it as that is a mistake. And we're giving an opportunity to people to abuse that and to undermine it. And that is something I don't like seeing. And for those of you waiting for my match reaction for Chelsea Krasnodar, I want to apologize to you because I'm not going to be able to make that video today. Anyway lads, thanks for watching my video. Hope you have a great day. Appreciate you. Take care of yourselves and I'll catch you in my next upload. Peace out.